If you leave Manhattan by the way of the Lincoln Tunnel, you'll find yourself here at Giants Stadium, also known as the Meadowlands. This is the home of America's two most loved and most hated football teams, the New York Giants and the New York Jets. This is also the home of one of the biggest transformations this city has to offer.
And how do you transform a football stadium into a rock palace? First, you bring in the world-famous rock band Genesis, fronted by superstar Phil Collins. Next, you have them play on a multi-million-dollar stage built by Stageco, one of the biggest event staging companies in the world. With just 4 days till showtime, the pressure is on to have this monster stage ready. And making it happen,
Hi, are you Dirk?
the Stageco project manager, Dirk de Decker.
So what's your job here?
Well, I'm the project manager for our company. Stageco is a company based in Belgium.
Okay.
And we built actually the whole structure for Genesis and tour it all over the world.
And how many people does it take to build a concert stage? It takes 4 days, right?
Yeah, the first 3 days we will use about 40. And then after that, once we're going to do lights and sound and video, more and more people will be added. So it can go up to 150 to 200 people.
So this plastic stuff, this is obviously the field covering, then you put plywood on top of that. Why do you do that?
Well, this is just to protect the turf, to make sure that the loads of the trucks and the cranes and everything are spread. We use 2 sheets of plywood on top of that.
Today's Monday morning. You did a little bit of the stuff last night, right?
Yeah.
When are you guys going to be finished, done, ready to go
Should
for concert
be
time?
finished around Thursday, around lunchtime,
Really?
for the show that same night. At the moment, we're building all the foundations. So today we will have probably everything that's about 6 feet high. We'll have that done.
Can you go check it out?
Yeah.
The foundation of the stage must be perfectly level. If it's not, the steel towers on top of the stage could topple over.
As you can see, he's using a leveler here to level the stage, but it's not like your ordinary level, it beeps. When it beeps fast, that means to lower it. And when it beeps slower, that means you need to raise it. That means there's a laser over there feeding this entire stage. The whole stage needs to be exactly level or the next piece will not fit.
It's amazing how fast this crew works. By mid-afternoon of day one, the foundation was nearly complete.
So right now we're getting an aerial view of exactly what is going on in the stage making process. This is Mary Lou, and Mary Lou is in charge of Stageco US, which means you're in charge of everything that's going on down there, right? So far, like time-wise, how are we looking in terms of the stage getting built?
We're doing very well, considering there was a Jets game last evening. And as you can see, there's still people cleaning up the stadium.
Yeah.
We're in very early this morning to lay down field covering so that we could begin the process of building our stage.
So how does it work? I understand from, you're going to build all the way until, the other side of the 20-yard line, right? But
Correct.
from this 20-yard line back, the crowd will never see that. It's all backstage,
It's all
right?
backstage area.
And I understand these holes that we're seeing in the base of the stage, they're going to fill those with water, right?
Yes.
And why do they do that?
Kind of an outdoor environment. Everything is subject to wind, to rain, to the weather.
Right.
Which at any point in time can make things a little bit of an urgent situation. And what the water does is it creates ballast and weight to the ground. So it keeps the steel from moving. This is strictly an outdoor stage.
By the end of today, are there going to be any towers put up?
Yes, we'll have towers up. That's what that truck is that just brought in. Those are all tower sections.
Really?
And when the guys are done laying all the base detail, the black base detail where we do put the water, we'll begin to put towers in.
So when this is all said and done, you said there'll be about 63,000 seats available.
Correct.
For a Genesis concert. Do you just do Genesis or do you do other bands?
No, we do all kinds of bands, actually. This year we've done the Rolling Stones, to the Police outdoors.
And when it's all said and done, I know it's going to be 110 feet high. How big is it going to be?
It's almost going to touch from side to side of the entire football field here.
It's pretty big.
Big stage.
So here it is, the part of the process where we fill the entire stage with water. Now there's 8 of these sections and it takes anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes to fill each section up. So it looks like I'll be here for the next 2.5 hours. This piece that they're raising right here is called the bird bath. The bird bath is gonna connect across these 2 black arms right there. That's gondola. I'm gonna go up there and meet him once the bird bath is on. Now what the bird bath does is it holds all the lights and the audio, all those fixtures go up there. Once he puts that into place, he's gonna give me the thumbs up and I can go up and join him. This should be fun.
Bird bath is only a nickname for this steel support piece. It doesn't hold any water, which is a good thing because lugging a water hose up this tower would not be fun.
All right, so now we're installing the first level PA, and we're about 50 feet in the air.
They call the guy in the center Gondola because he's from Venice, Italy, and he's the man in charge up here.
We got another super tower upstage for the next level of the PA. That is the top of the tower. On top of that, we're gonna have a big box truss, which is gonna get built behind. PA is gonna be rigged. All right, I'm gonna go and get this one.
Hey, are you gonna put a tower right here and right here?
That's correct.
Oh, wow.
That's correct.
So we are on the tail end of a 12-hour day, and we're just about done. As you can see, Gondola has now secured the entire top half of the T. Next step of the process, he's gonna put on the outriggers, which basically hold the sound system and all the lighting fixtures. But we're not doing that until tomorrow, so as of now, I gotta go because I gotta wake up early. I got a long day tomorrow, and I gotta get this pounding out of my head.
We're setting up a really big concert stage for rock band Genesis.
Good.
All right, we are now an hour and a half into day 2, and as you can see, these guys are moving at a very fast pace. Yesterday, we put in the black steel, which holds the sound system and the high and low res screens. This morning, they put in the silver structure.
And that silver structure will hold the aesthetic netting and movable lights.
This stuff that I'm walking on right now, this is called the TerraPlast. Thursday night, this is where 8,600 people are gonna sit. So this is the original plastic that we laid down and covered it with plywood. Now this is just to protect the AstroTurf for cases like this. The trucks going in and out, big cranes when they move. These plastic circles, they're gonna displace all the weight of the people walking to and fro their seats, the seats in general when they're sitting down. This is basically gonna make sure that this AstroTurf doesn't get ruined. This curved structure right here is called the roofette. They're gonna attach the roofette right there to the base frame center stage. Once the base frame and the roofette are installed, they're gonna attach the skin, or basically the roof. So in case it rains, Phil Collins won't get wet. So it's moving very fast. So like in terms of plans, how far along are we?
Well, we're a bit ahead of schedule at the moment. We are putting in what we call the low-res support for the low-res video wall.
Where's that gonna be?
That's right, that is actually where you see the black steel.
Yeah.
That's gonna cover the whole front of this area here,
Nice.
from left to right.
I've never seen a stage like this. There's curves, there's twists. It's like, looks like a hand with those steel structures, and now you're putting this roof over. I mean, how does this compare to normal stages or other stages that you put together?
Well, this is the specific brief was that it's an organic design, and that was done by Mark Fisher. He's an architect in the UK who does a lot of designs for the show. And they will approach us to do the technical engineering and also make it a logistical process that's possible to put it from one city to another.
So basically, Genesis comes up to you guys and says, this is what we want.
Yeah.
This is our vision. Can you create it?
Yeah, that's what we do.
This is just an original design specifically for Genesis?
It's an original design only for Genesis.